Oh my gosh, I am so happy. I am out in the Magic Garden. This is the first Magic Garden video of 2023 and the garden has been closed for 10 months. Literally, because the dogs broke fences again and I couldn't face it. Do you recognise the circle? Do you? But I've decided I'm just going to stay out here all year this year. Once the gates are open, that's it. I'm going to have to just deal with the dogs as and when, or just be out here all the time when they're out. So the garden is a shocking mess, as per always. But my garden videos, what I thought I would do, I thought I would do kind of snippets through the month as I'm working, rather than just straight garden tours, because there's, in amongst all the mess, ignore the mess, ignore it, but in amongst all of this mess, look what I'm seeing. Look, this is a perfect case in point. I've got dog poo bags, I'm picking up dog poo, but look at the glory it's next to. So the Magic Garden teaches me continually on repeat to see the good. And look, we've got, I don't quite sure what that bird is. Isn't that beautiful? It's kind of blue round its throat. It's making the most beautiful song. So nature and birds singing in the trees. Oh, listen to it, it's so gorgeous. And the garden just teaches me on repeat to see what's good, to see the good, to see where the growth and the life is, not where the jobs and the overwhelm and the death is. It's just such a wonderful life lesson to work the garden. And while I'm out here, it is the very end of April now. I just wanted to show you things that have started growing with zero support. I mean, literally this gate hasn't even been open, like with no support from me. And I'll just show you here, the gate hasn't been opened because it's been barricaded shut. Because can you see this? This was the catch on the gate, which Rupert snapped the metal in half by charging at the gate and jumping on it. So this gate can't be shut closed now, so it's had to be barricaded shut. Hence the fact I've not been up here. So anyway, so I haven't been out here is what I'm trying to say. So this is just all nature's work. This isn't gardening, this isn't tending, this isn't planting, this isn't fancy gardening. This is just a wild geranium that I allow to grow, and it's probably my favourite plant in just the whole garden. I mean, look at it. And this was planted, was it last year, from a tiny little cutting. Oh my gosh, I've forgotten what it's like to forget the names of plants. I'll put the name on screen, and also this as well, which was so beautiful last year. That's self-seeded and has come back. Again, I'll put the name for that on screen. So at the start of the gardening year, I'm so excited. I'm just going to show you just those lovely things, and just to say, you know, you can love your garden even when it's just a disaster zone. I mean, the dandelions on the path have all been allowed to grow, but they've been covered in bees, and oh, they're just so beautiful. They're so gorgeous. I mean, I do really need to come and trim the path, but I might try and leave some of the dandelions because the bees love them. Look, here's another load of stuff that's coming back. Let's just uncover that under there. Again, I've forgotten what everything is. Hey ho. We've had daffodils, these have all gone over now, but they have been so beautiful. Look at my hands. Look, you can tell that I'm in the garden again. You'll see, I've already sliced fingers on power tools, so you'll see cuts and dirty fingernails from me from now on, and I think that's a joy. So this is a plant that I did buy from New a couple of years ago, and that's just, that'll be all pink flowers. That's coming back. Last year I planted these seeds of these grandma's bonnets, and oh my gosh, what are they called again? I've forgotten. They're all coming back. Oh my gosh, in fact those have spread, which is wonderful. And in amongst the weeds down here, is there any sign of the lupin that we grew last year? I don't know, it might be there. Who knows? Look at Dylan's secret garden. Oh yeah, and Mr. Bummy the gnome has got a friend, so that's brilliant. There's definitely plants coming back there. It's starting to rain, of course it is. Oh, let me quickly show you over here. Now, a friend of mine gave me some buddleia cuttings from her front drive, and I didn't plant them out in time. They all died in a pot in the garden, and I was so sad, because for me, with a £0 budget for my garden, literally I've got no budget, to get a cutting is just a treasure. So I was really sad, but I planted the pot of soil anyway and thought, well, plants want to grow, let's give it a go. Not only did one of them seed from a completely empty pot of soil, but they've now self-seeded around the garden. So what I'm doing is new buddleias come up, and they seem to be coming up everywhere now. I'm transplanting them into here, and look. This is from like a little, like 10 centimetre pot with nothing in. You just have faith that things will grow. So this bed, nothing really tends to take in this bed, because when the trees get into full coverage, it gets quite shady. So I just thought, well, let's give buddleias a chance. Okay guys, this is my tarot table. It needs a little bit of work, but hey ho. But I did cut back the hedge just a little bit, and look what it's uncovered. Look, I've got bluebells. Isn't that amazing? I've never had bluebells in the garden before, so that was just, oh my gosh, that's just sheer magic amongst the chaos. Right, that bit of the garden has been sealed off. Goodness only knows what's happening up there. I bet you can't even get up. Should we go and peep through the gate? Let's go and see how the goji berry's going. Rupert is hiding from the rain, pretending that he hasn't just dug this great big hole. Rupert, look at this. No, we're not going through, don't get excited. Look at the goji berry. Oh my gosh, it's massive. I wonder if that's going to fruit this year. I wonder. Okay, chaos, but lovely chaos, and I am so grateful for this chaos. Okay, you can see the patio needs a good old jet wash. This is all coming back on the wall, which I love. Oh, let me show you the clematis, the Montana, that I put in last year as a tiny little pot. So it's this one, the Clematis Montana, which will spread hopefully like crazy. I'm trying to get stuff to go along the drain pipe, but look at it. Look at it. It has gone crazy already. Now, this thing I found on the side of the road coming back from the school run one day, and I pulled over and knocked the door and said, "Are you throwing that out?" And she said yes. So I grabbed it and I've put it in here to try and protect the root. That's what this is doing as well, because Rupert has decided that he wants to start eating mud, as you do. So all of these things that he can get to, and all the pieces, the planters down here, he's started eating the mud, and he keeps pulling up around the roots of the clematis, and if he kills my clematis, I'm going to go mad, because I'm so excited about it. So I might have to get some gravel to try and dissuade him from getting in this planter. So that's really exciting, as is this jasmine, this climbing jasmine, which is now, look, it's going all the way up here, all the way around the back, it's all the way, look, to the top here. This also was a cutting from a friend. It was actually the mom of the friend that gave me the buddleias. She gave me a cutting of this a few years ago, literally like 5 centimetres long, and look at it now, so wonderful. Okay, over here now, this is my home delivery Tesco containers that they refused to return. The guy refused to take them back, so I got left with this big pile of home delivery buckets. So I turned it into a raised bed with a broken paddling pool that I got from the tip, and some trellis which I got free off FreeCycle. Somebody was throwing them out, and I made this little raised garden. Again, no work's been done, but I wanted to show you these while they're in flower. Look at the colours on those. Isn't that just so gorgeous? So you've got sort of pinks and peaches and lemons and yellows. It's just such a lovely combination, especially with the purple in the background, which is wonderful. This is my self-seeded lettuce, which I leave every year. That comes back every year. These are hellebores. These were gifts from the neighbour, and they've been gorgeous. They're the first things to flower, the hellebores, and they've been white. I might try and get some seeds actually and spread them around the garden this year. The clematis that I bought last year, do you remember this? Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, that doesn't look too happy up there. What's happening with that? Is that snapped somewhere? Okay, but the rest of it is looking pretty darn good. So that's taken. Got more lettuce self-seeded there. The muscari came up, look. And then this, which I bought really cheap last year, which never flowered because I bought it out of season. I'm excited to see what that does this year. If you wonder why garden furniture is piled up, it's because I have a broken fence panel down there which needs fixing. So yeah, more fences fixing to start the season. And I just want to show you what's happening over here. Hostas are opening, and look, the giant fern is beginning to unfurl. More hostas here. The brambles are still loving this bed. Okay, I need to cut back this. This is the Lavatera trees from last year. You can see how wild they went. That's all self-seeded from one tree. So I think I'm not quite sure what to do. I think I just need to get in and cut it right back. Right, the lemon balm has come back, and these are all coming back, which is fabulous. And here as well, look, this is all flowering. How gorgeous is that? Again, with no work from me. This grew to 6 foot last year. That's come back. We have marigolds that are self-seeded. The lavender cutting that I put in last year has taken. A big pile of cut back rose is because I hacked at the rose. Look at the rose, guys. It had never been trimmed, and it was just getting so leggy and so dead. Like, most of the plant looked like this, and I was really scared, and I thought, well, if it goes another year without being cut, it's going to be gone anyway. So I cut it right back and cried. But look what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see new growth coming on it. I can't tell you the relief. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you the relief. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that. And I've started cutting back the climbing rose as well, because it was getting so massive. I was scared that it was going to pull the wall off, to be honest. So that still needs trimming. Rupert, oh my gosh, he's got a piece of rose. He's going to get thorns in his mouth. So the jobs I'm doing this morning, I'm just washing all round here, and I'm going to wash these surfaces that you can see that this has had all the leaves fall on it from the tree. Look at this. See what I mean? Look, there's a buddleia in there, and there's a buddleia in there. Both of those need getting out and putting in with the bed. So that's going to be 5 buddleia in that bed, and there's a few seeded at the top of the garden as well. So that's like 7 buddleias from what looked like a dead plant pot. So you've got to give these plants a chance to grow, because they're like us, they're fighting for survival. It's not rocket science growing things, because things want to grow. So what have we got coming up under there? Just loads of plants. That looks clearer actually. Oh look, there's an abandoned gardening glove in there. That actually looks clearer than normal, which is good. oh look, there's new growth coming there. Yeah, I need to get in and cut this back. Okay, it's now raining on me, guys, but I just wanted to say hi from the Magic Garden. We've opened the gates. It's exciting. There's loads of stuff to grow. I'm going to do some jobs and then I'm going to come back later on and say hi and show you the jobs I've done, and if there's anything else beautiful throughout the next month, I'll add this in. Who knows, I might do a couple of videos this month, who knows. But thanks guys, I wanted you to be with me on my first trip out to the Magic Garden again.